friends. Welcome back to episode 24 of the Mile High Club. Do you know what I want to cover today?
What? Hi.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
Hi,
I forget that I've been sitting next to you all day. Hi, Leah.
Babe.
Hi, friend.
I
What
want
we
to
covering?
cover today things that are giving me the ick
What, in general?
in
Life?
business, the industry, social media.
Oh.
There's so many things.
Oh, my God.
that I
Let's get
thought about.
strapped
I've
in.
got a fucking
Gonna be
list, right?
juicy. Right, hit me with the first thing.
So you know the first thing that makes my soul physically leave my body
What?
is it's usually about a week or 2 weeks before we've launched, but after I've announced something, and I see somebody else launch something that looks exactly like the fast track formula. And I'm like, I've seen that before. Yeah, because it's fucking mine and I invented it. And then it starts circulating all over the internet. And somebody's like, just changed a letter or put a different logo at the end of it. And I'm like, has nobody got original thoughts at this point?
No, because we're teaching duplication and they take it like literally duplicate everything you see on the internet. But would you not be a little bit like, this is kind of, what's the word when you copy? Plagiarism.
Plagiarism. I'm going to
Is
get
it-
onto that.
Are we going to talk about plagiarism?
Yeah.
Would you not think people are going to think that I'm a bit stupid because I've just done what they've done?
It's a little bit silly.
I don't like it.
Do you know what?
It's when people steal your words on social media as well. You've done a post and the biggest thing is when they do it and they don't tag you and they repost exactly what you've. I had somebody in my inbox yesterday going, Rach, I've just found one of your posts and it was a Dear Diary. Can I just say it was a Dear Diary
This is
post?
like so
personal,
personal
so
to
personal.
you because it's a diary.
Yeah, but I've kind of like, my diaries are kind of like trainings as well, but it's come from me. It's a Dear Diary. I do it every other day. I should do it every day, but you know, every other day. And she's like, can I take the wording? I said, well, no, because
No.
that's my day, darling. I said, you can't. Well, I said, well, no. And I was thinking that, you know me, I'm like, how do I word this really
You're going to have
nicely?
to rename all 4 of her children.
Yeah, I was like, you don't have 4 children called Sandy, Jasmine, Paris, and Aspen for a start. You're not married to Shaq, and you didn't do what I did today. I promise you.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And she was like, oh, I thought we could like. I was like, but why? Why? That's a Dear Diary entry. It's the most bizarre shit I've ever come across.
And I see it so often. And sometimes I'm like, look, I understand that we collectively are like paving the way a little bit with some of these things that we're doing. And I should take it as inspiration.
I was going to say,
I should.
inspiration.
I should take it, but right, okay, so inspiration and plagiarism are two
different
completely
things.
separate things.
Yes.
And also, you look like you've not had an original thought in your brain since conception because you've not actually changed anything here. It looks exactly like the thing that I launched or have done or have announced that I'm launching. And I keep seeing it over and over and over again. And not just people in our business, by the way. I'm talking about industry, which is the next thing. So every morning at 8 a.m., I post a disruptor download.
Mm-hmm.
It's at 8 a.m. like clockwork. I sign
How
it
it
off at the
goes.
end. Signed your favourite disruptor. In there is some form of value. For the last 3 weeks, I've done decoding objections.
I saw that. Very impressed.
Thank you.
Very informative.
Very informative.
Very informative. Absolutely.
Handles
Yeah.
all of the objections.
Yep. I love it.
With the disruptive energy angle. So the first thing that I'm going to say on this is I had one of my posts go really viral and it was a pyramid scheme objection handle.
Okay.
And it was multiple slides and it got reshared and reshared. It got like 350,000 views, whatever. And it obviously hit a lot of the industry. So as that happened, do you know how many times I saw this on big names in network marketing? And when I say the only thing that they did was put their picture on it, I mean the caption was mine, the wording was mine, the explanation was mine, the slide order was mine. And some of theirs went more viral than mine. And I thought I fucking sat for hours pulling these together in my tone of voice because nobody else speaks like me, surely. Surely you don't talk exactly the same way that I do and wouldn't say the exact same thing that I did there, but I saw it on multiple big coaches' Instagrams as though they'd written that. And I thought, again, be inspired, but don't just be a leech on somebody else's content. I will very often look at content online and I will say, how can I tweak this? How can I make that
All
sound
the time.
in my brand voice?
Inspiration. I like the idea
I like
of
the
that.
idea, the
Yep.
point. I
So-
love the message, but
Yep.
I'm going to change it because this is
It's
my personal
me.
brand. So if you start to take my personal brand and your personal diary entries, you've become a clone of one of us.
And also, you lose your. I lose respect for people that do that. Like, I know you've done it. I know you've copied. Like, where's the authority in the business? Like, you want to be an authority in the industry. If you're copying and pasting, you're not the leader. Like, don't do what leaders are the people that make it up and go first. You're not a leader if you're just copying other people's stuff.
So
They've done it first.
Biggest ick here is copy and paste energy. There's a special place in hell.
To energy, we spoke about energy last week. We're
Copy and
back
paste
to energy.
There's a special place in hell for people that just
Did you say a special place
Yeah.
in hell?
they can all go and
She's
copy and
gone
paste and
there.
sit in the corner.
Go to copy and paste hell.
Because if you do that without even spell checking it, one of these had a spelling mistake. They've put the spelling mistake in there.
Stop it.
That's how copy and paste this
Stop.
is.
Oh
You
my
put the
God.
spelling mistake in
Oh my
there.
God, they've embarrassed themselves.
Yeah, but and there's so many of them. There's so many of them. So big copy and paste energy is
No.
out. Number one business ick.
No,
for me.
out.
Whether
Copy and
it's a
paste, out.
training, whether it's a framework, take inspiration from everything. Now, the next thing that I want to cover on this is one of the things that we teach is duplication.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we draw the line between duplication and plagiarism?
It's a thin one. Well, no, duplicating the idea, duplicating the system.
What you cannot
duplicating the flow.
duplicate is
You can't
us.
duplicate
You.
a person. Now, we've
Me.
had trainings like this.
Yes.
People, but I'm just trying to find another one of me. You'll never find another one of you
Oh.
because you are the only you. What you want to find is another one of you who has the same work ethic and the same values and the same habits and the same consistency. But you want other people. Otherwise, you're just going to attract the same people. If there was 10 of me, we'd just be attracting the same people. There's not 10 of me. There's 10 different individuals with their own personalities, their own identities, but they're doing the same thing as what I'm doing. Not identically, but the system needs to be duplicated, not the words. Inspiration is duplicated, but you put your own twist on it.
So the real ick isn't competition. It's just carbon copies with no depth.
It's a depth. It's lazy. I think it's lazy.
There's and now let's talk about this. So duplication in network marketing is fine when we're teaching a skill.
A system, a skill.
System. We're teaching
work ethic.
belief transfer, confidence, all of that.
Yeah.
But the only thing that cannot be duplicated is personal brand.
Well, personality, personal brand, and ideally, freaking content.
Yeah, so content is part of your personal brand and therefore
100%.
should be in your brand voice.
It needs to come from here,
Yeah.
not from here.
Yeah.
Here, not here.
Yeah.
Take the inspiration, muddle it up, wish it in here,
Do you
and
know one
throw
of the
it out.
greatest things that you can do, by the way, if you see something that's inspiring that you want to repurpose, is take something that you've seen, put it into ChatGPT.
Say, put it into my
and
words,
say,
my style,
If you've trained your ChatGPT properly,
which you should have because we trained you on this a couple of times
we
ago.
did. If you've trained it properly, it will know. Mine knows that I am a disruptive, deadpan, savage tone, and I've always got a bit of humour in there. I swear. In real life, online, offline, upside down. And so ChatGPT swears on my behalf.
And mine is chatty and humorous and cute
Yes.
and informative
Yeah.
with a slice of
Sass.
sass.
Sassy.
Sassy.
Sassy spicy.
And mine knows mine as well.
Okay, so if I looked at one of Rachel's posts...
Let's try it
tomorrow-
now. Let's put the same post into our chat GPTs and see what it comes up with.
Right, okay.
Okay, so what are we going to say? What are
I
what's
found
the
one
words?
here, which is discipline looks boring until you see what it builds. This was just on my
Right,
For You
so
page.
I'm going to say to mine. Okay,
So I'm
discipline
gonna
looks
say-
boring until
You
what?
see what it builds.
Hi there. Please, can you create me a post in my style? Make it sassy, make it informative, make it a little bit hooky. And the caption is, sorry, what's the caption?
Discipline looks boring.
Discipline looks
until you see what it
boring.
builds.
Until you see what it builds. Please write me the Instagram caption. Right, so mine is now creating an Instagram caption for me based on that. Here it comes. Okay, so mine has said, everybody loves the idea of success, the freedom, the travel, the soft life, but nobody wants to look boring while they build it. You know what's actually boring? Waking up every day wishing you'd started sooner, explaining to your kids why you're too busy for the life you promised them, watching somebody else live your dream because you couldn't stay consistent for longer than a TikTok trend. Discipline isn't sexy. It's early mornings, quiet sacrifices, missed nights out, and doing the work when no one's watching. But you know what is sexy? The woman who did it anyway. The one who built the life that everybody else talks about while they were sitting and talking about it. So yeah, discipline looks boring until the results start looking like first class flights, freedom and peace. That's what my ChatGPT came back with on that one line. What did yours come back with?
So mine has said, discipline looks boring until your boring habits start building the life that everyone else is still talking about. It's not glamorous, it's not aesthetic, it's just doing the same thing every day until it works. While they chase dopamine, you build data. While they post quotes, you stack wins. The truth, boring built the empire and chaos never did.
Perfect example of exactly the same post
With our personality.
with our branding and personality added to it, rather than just sticking that quote up. We could have both stuck that quote up and it
Got
looks
lost
like
in the
it gets
algorithm.
lost, but we've added our personality to it. It's the same post, but with a different with a different twist. And this is what I want you guys to understand. That's as easy as it is to take inspiration from a quote, take inspiration from a post, and
a
from a
podcast,
coach, from
whatever.
a podcast, from a training, and put it into your own words.
Yeah.
There's no need to be copying and pasting when that happened in how many seconds?
Seconds. And look,
10 seconds that came up with that.
it was so on brand for both of us and that's because of the extensive amount of hours we've spoken to this. But as a business tool, ChatGPT is invaluable because have I thought of absolutely everything? No. I've read every book on the planet, network marketing, and personal development. I've listened to everything that I need to do, and some of it is adapted and inspired from elsewhere, but it is 1,000,000% always in my brand voice and with my delivery. And the quicker people can do that with the content, remember, personal brand is personal to you, the better. So icks, copy and paste, get it out, done. The next thing that I want to cover is AI gone wild. We've just started with AI.
I've seen. I can't because I
some
have
of
seen
these fucking
some
photos that you
wild
are posting.
fucking AI photos. Okay, right. So we've spoken about personal branding. We've spoken about how important it is to be authentic. And then I'm scrolling Facebook and I see a picture of somebody sitting in what is clearly a fake. It's a fake private jet. But what they've done is they've forgotten. They've obviously lifted the picture, put a private jet. AI's put a private jet around it, but in the window of the private jet.
It's like a little car.
It's like a little car park because obviously the picture was initially took in a car outside of Lidl. So they've still got the little branding.
Honestly, I'm going through it, thinking about it.
It's a fucking private jet in a little car park.
Like, what has gone through brains there? I cannot with
It
this.
gets worse. I've seen more. I've seen people in Venice on one day and then they're in Pisa the next day and then they're in the Bahamas because they're just AIing. Right. The easiest way to lose followers
is by being inauthentic.
Is by pretending you're somebody you're not. Why are you freaking pretending?
So this is the thing, right? I've seen these pictures. If you're not watching this on YouTube and you're just listening to it, I have got my head in my hands and my eyes have rolled so far back into
She's
the back
having
of
a
my head.
seizure.
Because I've seen these pictures and I was like, surely people aren't posting this online.
They're posting it online.
Being serious. Like, are you being deadly serious about this? And they are. And what is happening there is you are separating yourself from who you are into fucking AI land, and it looks ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And also it's alienating your audience, because if you're not on a private jet, then don't be posting that you are and AIing one in a little car park. It's not your brand.
It's not your audience.
You're not speaking to people like that.
it wiles
But they
me out.
watch other people and think that's the key to success. The key to success is being authentically you with a personality online and helping enough people, like we talked in last week's episode, see how you can solve their problem
But
energetically.
you would never want to leave the like. What happens when it comes to meeting
just-
these people in real life? And
That's
they're like,
not my
how's
head.
how's
That's
you?
not my
That's
head
not
or
my head.
body.
That's not my body. Those aren't my tattoos. Like, what the funk? Like, literally, where's your jet? I don't have one. I don't have a boat. Neither do I sit in a Rolls Royce. Why? It's this desperation for likes. And,
But I
and
would
likes,
rather-
and it doesn't pay.
I'd rather have no likes and help
People need validation. AI is amazing for people that are craving validation and likes.
Yeah.
And horrible for business.
And it's gone wild. And so,
It's too much. We actually, let's go on. I know where we're going to go with this.
you're going to say double dashes and yellow hand emojis.
Double dashes. My child got caught out the other day
Did she
at
plagiarise
school,
something? Love
and
that.
I
Which
really, I
one?
went for her actually.
Which
because
one?
Jasmine,
Good.
because she
Go on,
decided
Jazzy.
to use ChatGPT
For
in one of
assignment.
in one of her assignments. She was like, "My mum does it."
I fucking wish.
She was like,
Oh, did
"My
she?
mum does it. Why can't I do it?" She didn't
Because
actually
ours
say my
doesn't
mum
go
does
through
it.
Turnitin.
So
They put it through a...
Yeah, so she got caught. Okay,
Yeah.
it's why. I mean, she's very, very intelligent, but this was very intelligent. So she got caught. Her answer was, "Well, when I leave school, I'll be relying on Chat GPT and AI. So maybe
Valid
you should be
point.
teaching us it now,
Yep.
so that we can use it when we leave." She goes, "I don't see the problem," and I was like, I was like, "Do you know
I'm with
what?
you on it.
I'm with you on it, but where does it go? Where is the line where we no longer have to use our brains? We no longer have to turn up. You know, I can
We will
tell
use our
in
brains
a
for
second
things.
when somebody's done ChatGPT, dash, 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 emojis, 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 emojis.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right?
Take
I
the dash out,
remember
take the emojis out. You can ask it.
change
write me
the
something.
hair color at least on the emojis
Take-
to be black.
Take the dash out, take the emojis out, make me sound like a freaking human being.
Yeah.
What? But it's like they're just like it's again. It's lazy, and these people are putting things out, and they're not actually thinking about what they're
No.
putting. Some of them aren't even reading it because some of it doesn't even make sense when you read it.
Doesn't. And let me just go back to what you've just said there. So at school, I remember algebra was like my arch nemesis. I was like, there's fucking letters in this maths, and I want nothing to do
It
with
makes
it.
no sense.
And I remember distinctly, and I definitely wasn't the only child. You won't just carry a calculator with you around in your pocket.
But you
everywhere.
do.
But we do actually. And so
actually.
times have changed from then, and now they're changing again. And I think that's a great idea. Like, they should actually be teaching kids how to use ChatGPT to save time on shit that we used to have encyclopedias, which meant we used to have to go through a big fucking
You
book.
remember
This,
that?
yeah, like what was such and
did.
such thing, and you'd flick through to the letter that it started with. Then we got the internet, so then we could Google shit. This is the extension of that, which means that when used correctly, we can free our time up for things that AI cannot do, which is genuine, human, connection, authenticity, feelings, energy. That is an AI program designed to take menial fucking shit off my brain so that I can do what I'm good at, which is connect with people, be authentically me. AI can't be me because I'm me. And also, you can't be me on the internet because you're you. So you stick to that, use this as a tool, and by the end of this, you're going to have a full training on how you can turn an ick into a win.
And just stop with the private jets and the.
If you're not on a plane,
If you're not on a plane, don't be on a
You don't
plane.
need to be on a plane.
You need to be on a plane. Who
Be at
thinks
home
that
with
that's
the kids,
cool?
if that's what you're doing.
Like wild. Right, give me another one.
Next one is the rebrand repeat offenders. So I have just rebranded
The rebrand.
repeat offenders, the ones that like
Not one.
they're that, and then
I'm
they're
this,
doing that,
I'm
and then
that.
it's that, and then
I
there's
call it
something else.
magpie syndrome,
It's
don't
magpie
I?
syndrome.
Magpie
So
syndrome.
I have only just rebranded now, personally, 5 years in. This started to happen because before that I was in build mode.
Yeah.
I was laying foundations. The empire was coming from the ground up, I was active on social media, but it was not a priority. My priority was be active in business,
Yeah.
make my results speak, and then I'll become the
You.
version of me
Yeah.
that I am now online. So I have only just branded now. I've never rebranded before.
Yeah.
I've seen people with 10% of my results rebrand 10 times more than I have.
It's my biggest ick.
And it's
My
one of
branding is my
Yeah.
biggest ick if it's not personal. Like I tell everybody, get rid of the names and just be you. Just be you. Whenever I say we talk about somebody and we go find them on Instagram. Why can you find them?
Forward
'Cause
slash
it's their
dot
name.
com.
It's their name. How do you not find them when they're like JessieJames.375 at Igloo? Like freaking Igloo. Snowstorm 27. Big tits too. Big tits too.
Was that me?
Can you remember we used to have
Our
email
joint
addresses?
handle?
It was like Fanny Farm 220.
I don't think I had that one, babe. I have a big tits
I
too.
didn't Fanny Farm.
You have to put that on your CV.
It was literally like you used to have those crazy things, but like people, I'm like, if you're going to brand yourself as you. But you're right. People are like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm branding this, I'm branding that. And do you know how distracting that is, not only to you but to your audience?
It's procrastination on your part.
Trust is gone, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm never joining somebody who's had
Who
6
doesn't know
brands.
who they are?
Don't even know who you are.
Yeah. How are you helping me?
How can you help me if you can't work out who you are?
You're having an
You can't work out
identity crisis every week.
A serious identity crisis.
One minute you're me, then you're you, and now you're looking
Who
at
are
like
you
Rachel,
now?
and
And
there's
you
some
can't
going
find
on.
yourself. You go and find yourself
Find
and come
you.
back.
Yeah,
Find
you,
you.
and then show up as that.
Biggest ick, branding.
So, what this is for me is it's not rebranding, it's running. So they're not rebranding, they're running from the shit that I was doing for 5 years before I even had a brand. Because it is magpie syndrome. It's that if I just do this and I'll just do that and do the thing that you need to do to get to the result so that when you brand, when you need to, you go, this is what backs up whatever I'm coming to you with.
Yeah.
I've got this track record and I am such and such a body and I've got one mission and one message.
It's when people put keynote speaker and I'm like, you're not.
No.
You're not.
Where have you
Keynote speaking? They get up on stage once at a company convention, and all of a sudden they're keynote speakers. I'm like, you can't brand yourself as that until
do the thing
do the thing that you have to do to get to the point where you can be that.
Yeah, do the thing and then the brand. So one of the things that I've never actually wrote that I'm a keynote speaker, although I very much am, as are you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever put
I don't have it
keynote
anywhere.
speaker.
It's on my website as a service I offer. I have a track record.
Yeah.
I've spoke at very, very big events.
Yeah.
And continue to with some of the biggest names in the industry. But
You've earned the crown.
I've earned the crown.
You've earned the crown.
But before that, I was too busy earning it to go off and
to shout
say
about it. I think people are shouting at like the internet and AI and all of this branding. They're allowed to shout about things before they've got them.
Because some of them are falsifying things that they've done with the AI private jets and the thing and the this and that and the other. And none of that sells. I made my money before the brand.
But we've got to be very careful with false claims these days in network marketing because they are coming down hard.
They are.
On people that are creating false claims in what they're doing, who they are, what they have.
And
you know,
rightly so.
Rightly so.
One of the things
so.
about our company is the transparency. Everyone knows what I earn. Everyone knows what you earn.
Shaq,
Company fucking talks
Shaq actually,
constantly.
we were doing something the other day, and he Googled my name on ChatGPT, and he was like, "I wonder if there is actually like anything out there," and it said, apparently. Or it has been suggested that Rachel Lalji earns what, and it's like apparently. But you've got to be very careful because you say it and it's out on the internet.
Yeah. And then where's the track? If there's nothing to back it up, don't say it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Back it up and then let the results and the stages
100%.
and the things do the noise. So the next one is my biggest ick. I fucking hate this one.
Wow.
people trying to sell me back my own system, formula, and training. Because I got another message about 10 minutes ago saying, hey, I'm in your formula. I'm working through it now. I've got a few ideas on how you can scale the business. And I thought, number one, I don't know who you are. So if you're in my team, that means you haven't scaled a business, because if you did,
I'd know who you were.
I'd know exactly who you were. Now, one of the things that I fucking despise is this. People that come to me with an idea without any
Substance.
evidence or results.
There's
So
no substance to your idea.
And I always say this, if you show me a better way with results and you give it to me, I will fucking rip everything out now and redecorate and put your face on it. If you've got, genuinely, I would love for somebody to come in, fucking move me out of the way. I've been at the forefront for too long. If you've got something that's done it quicker, better, easier, with more results for everybody else, rip mine out. But when I go back to people and I remember somebody coming to me with something AI related,
It's all AI related.
this is going to change the game. So I said, how many people have you recruited with it? What? What are your results for recruit? Well, it's very early days. So I said, so you want me to fucking let you train my team?
On something that's early days.
Something that's very early days, we don't know if it works
Very
yet.
early days.
Fucking get out of my inbox, please. Come back with a business plan. Get out.
It's like when the social media managers come into your inbox and go, I'd
They've
like
got 100
100 followers. I'd like to help.
With what?
I was like,
to help me with what?
I'd like to help you build your following. I was like, okay,
How's
but
that going for you?
But you've got 100 followers.
No.
Well, no, because I help other people do. I was like, well,
help yourself
babe,
first, babe.
I literally, every time it's a training, I'm like, listen, what I would suggest is you get 100,000 followers and then go to somebody and say, this is how I did it. But right now we've got an epidemic of people that are doing digital marketing and putting things into Canva. And I've had about 4 in the past month where people have put, building, how to build a business, how to build confidence, how to do this, how to do that. Literally stuck it into a Canva and then gone, I'm going to sell it. Can we sell it to your team for like £37? I'm like, but we cover this. I've covered this.
No,
It's
just
in
make
the
it for
vault.
free.
Or I could just make it for free. One of them, I went, can you send it to me? And she went, yeah. I was like, great. And then I copied it and put it in my vault. I went,
Silly.
see? I said, you're silly.
Yeah.
I went back and I went, you're stupid. I said, because what I've just done is you've just tried to sell something to me that I already have. However, you sent it all to me. I've just copied it, put it in my own words, and now that's in my vault for everybody anyway for free. I said, you need to work on your marketing before you go out there and market what you've got. I said, you've got no business skills whatsoever.
Yeah.
You've just handed me that absolutely free. I don't know who you are. I've never met you. And you've just given me a whole
thing that trying to
training
sell.
that I just ran through ChatGPT,
And reworked
stuck
it.
on Canva, and put it into my vault. I said, go and learn business before you try and come and sell me what I sell.
So the next thing on this is and I'm sure you've probably had this, have had lately a lot of external people trying to train my team. Now, I am so precious about who I put in front of my organisation because it is entirely my responsibility what gets said on there and how that impacts someone. And we spoke about how impactful words are. So we have only the best of the best training the team ever from the industry, from the number 1 sales trainer in the world to us, to Eric, to all of the people. And that's the caliber of training that goes in front of our team. It's that important. We know exactly who's coming on and what.
But Auntie Sally did a training course and wants to train
So
half of your downline.
I've had
on social media because she did
coach.
She did a social media training course.
A mindset coach.
Oh, a mindset coach.
Came and said, I've seen what you're doing. I'd love to train your team. And I, in the most polite way possible, said, please show me your track record of training organizations of thousands and what results that's driven from those trainings. Yeah. And she said, well, I just help people with confidence. I said, I need to know what breakthroughs they've had. I'm running not even a business at this point.
It's a multi-million
It's an
pound.
empire.
It's an empire.
And you would like to take my platform with something that you've got absolutely no evidence or proof backed with and train people because you think you can get them a result.
Would that be a good leader to allow that into your team?
Terrible.
Would I be a good leader if I allowed that into my team?
Anything.
They could say anything, and you would have no control over that.
Could say, and this is how powerful words are. She could jump on that Zoom and say, oh, you know, if you don't feel like it tomorrow, then just don't do it. See how you are next week. But I don't teach that. I don't feel like it tomorrow or next week sometimes. I'm going to fucking do it anyway, because life's unfair and so is business. And if I quit, everybody else is fucking ahead. And that's the truth that people don't want to hear. But I'll say it as a coach, because I get results and I can prove mine. What can you do?
Now, I don't want to knock these people for trying.
Listen,
right?
I don't want to knock
them.
Hustle.
Yeah, but if you're gonna hustle with substance.
Yes,
hustle
please.
with results. Work on it first, and then come to us. But don't be the person that we're talking about on the podcast. Be the person that we say, do you know what?
I loved what she did.
I loved what she did, because she came to me.
Everything I asked for.
She gave me everything. She had results. She had substance. Yep. And then she came and she trained my team, and she was fantastic. Incredible. Yeah. But we're getting a lot of coaches. There's a lot of coaches at the moment on social media. A lot of coaches that have never really, that are getting into not into masterminds, but open spaces with people in masterminds, and they're networking. Yep. They're networking for top leaders for personal gain, and their substance is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. And some of their training that they're doing is stolen off other people. You can see it. And I think that we're in this real danger zone of coach. It's like that. It's kind of like, I'm going to say it's a pandemic of coaches that are flooding the internet. Everybody's a coach, and nobody's qualified to be a coach. Results. Nobody's got the results. Nobody's had how many years in the industry. They're just going and doing a one online like coaching thing and then selling it on. It's copy and paste. It goes back to copy and pasting. And I want you guys to be very, very aware of who you're letting into your businesses and who you're letting into your teams.
So I want to end with this then. The point of what we're making here is to remind you that in an industry full of replicas and people that are copying and pasting and just completely plagiarizing stuff, originality and authenticity always wins.
Always.
Be inspired. Take some inspo from it, but also put your spin on it, because your superpower is, always has been, and always will be, being you. We don't need another me. I am more than enough. We definitely don't need another Rachel Alge. Imagine 4 of us.
Oh, God help us. Imagine 4 of us.
But we do need another you. And the world needs another you.
We do. We need more of yous.
And so do other people. Yeah. So stop dimming down or putting lights out or trying to be something that you're not. Be you, authentically, originally, and continue to do that. And guys, we will leave it there. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.